Gentlemen, brothers, men, welcome back. It's been in high demand since we jumped into the sex conversation to go a bit deeper, and for the next 30 minutes, we're locked in, and I got you. I am masculinity architect Duwayne bringing you the truth about sex, dating, and relationships. Why? Because nobody told us, and I think that's bullshit, quite frankly. Make sure you hit me with the thumbs up, give it a like, share it with somebody you know needs to get this information. And go ahead, go over to the store, pick up a copy of that Deep Dive into the Divine, absolutely free ebook, tell you all about divine masculine and feminine energy. Drop your comments and questions down below. It's the feedback I'm getting from you, the conversations I'm having with my clients. That's what directs these live conversations. And at the same time, as you know, over there on TikTok, I am always dropping 3 times a day, like every 6 hours. Do y'all get tired of me? I don't give a fuck, still coming. Daddy in the sheets. How-to guide. We had conversations about sex, and you know what? We had to go deeper. We need to go deeper. So with that, fellas, I've got you with 10 must-haves, understandings, base foundation. Don't skip this shit if you want to make sure that you know how to hold it down with the women in your life and be daddy in the sheets. So I'm going to jump right into number 1. Gentlemen, dick discipline is your superpower. First and foremost, I'm going to address this for yourself. You know about NoFap, you know about corn, all the distractions and things. I mean, literally the softcore stuff even. You got the OnlyFans, you've got Pornhub, you got Instagram nowadays. Everywhere you go, TikTok, doesn't matter. Social media, period. It is all over the place. The temptation, the flesh is weak. So when I say your dick discipline, the ability to keep it in your pants, the ability to say no, first and foremost for yourself. You have to understand, fellas, we live in a day and age where your genetics, your biology has not caught up with your capacity. What do I mean by that? We've got testosterone. That fuels our drive, not a desire like women. Our drive to be satisfied sexually is always there. We have seed that is always being generated, needs to be spread. Everything biologically is gearing you to do this. Now, with that, if you have no discipline, what's the standard? MGM, mature, grounded, masculine. If you have no discipline with that, you will be lost in the sauce. You will be a slave to it. You either have discipline, monk mode, whatever you want to call it, or it will control you. Now, I'm not going to go to the extreme to say, absolutely not, abstinence. There are benefits, semen retention, NoFap, whatever you look into. Tao Te Ching, right? The way of the Tao. There are benefits to it, but overall, because I'm a person that believes that nothing is inaccessible, a bad thing, taking the morality out of it, right? What I will say, moderation with everything. Unlimited supply, doing what you want with absolute disregard, it will run you. And I'll tell you, just chemically, the genetic makeup, dopamine, right? We are designed to have to go hunt. We are designed to socially have to be accepted. That's why there's so much fear of rejection. That's why you can't go holler at a girl. That's why nobody's talking to anybody these days, because of fear of rejection. We socially need to be accepted. Back primitive days, if you got rejected, your genes did not go on, your lineage did not go on, you were not part of the village, you were not going to survive. You were out there with the lions, tigers, and bears. Talk about the lone wolf all we want in this modern day. That's nice and comfy. But what it really means, if you don't have a country, a city, a civilization, a social structure, culture, you won't make it. You can't make money. You can't serve anyone. You can't sell anyone. Nothing works without other people. So in this day and age, when you don't have to do anything to be accepted, when you don't have to earn anything to get that nut off, that becomes a problem. You become a slave to it because you can program yourself that just as easy as you can Uber Eats and get your food delivered, you can go ahead and get a couple of clicks and get that off, scratch that itch. The problem with that is with that dopamine being dripped out, no different than picking up your phone, picking up social media, all the general stuff, right? Same thing, except this is tied to your sexuality. This is tied to your seed. If your life occurs that you are so comfortable, that dopamine drip is so prevalent that whenever you need it, you got it, what that tells your body, your genetics, no need. It's not going to motivate you. You see, the semen retention, keeping all that life energy pent up, you need to get that out. You need to get that itch. You need to get up, go get something. You don't grind, you don't eat. It's simple. And if you don't eat, you ain't got the resources, you ain't got the funds, you can't provide, you can't court, you can't date, etc., etc., etc. Your access is cut off. It literally motivates you to get up, get out of the bed. So this is the first reason why you need dick discipline for yourself. Now flip it to the other side. Where's the benefit over there? It's not that they can sense that per se. It's that your energy is shifted, right? If you're full, stuffed, lethargic, got all that you need, rolling around in the cave, there's no reason to go out and hunt, you come off lazy. You come off half-assed. You come off scared because it's like, how do I feel? Or do I need to go for the thing? Do I need to do it? Do I need to get up, get moving? Now stay with me, fellas, because I truly need you to understand superpower. Why does this have such an impact beyond what they feel as far as your confidence, go-to-itness, willing to risk, courage, all that good stuff? What women can sense is that so many males, guys, boys are controlled by that, slaved by that. Happy wife, happy life, getting lucky, all the nice guy. This is her filter. Where does she categorize you? Are you a man with abundance? Well, if you can turn down sex, you don't even have to have women, but it's the impression, it's how she feels. I say that all the time. If you've got the energy that says that sex is not a high priority for you, a need because you are in neglect, lack, scarcity. If you've got abundance, oh, you're not feeling me? Cool. Be blessed. I'm gonna keep it moving. No big deal. That's a turn on. Because all the other guys, oh, baby, what you need? Oh, come on, give me a chance. Begging, right? Chasing for it, struggling, working for it. They can sense that. You having the discipline to say no. That drives her wild because it feels like, oh shit. For her, that feels like rejection. For her, that feels like if he doesn't want it from me, maybe he's got better. Maybe he's got others. I'm not good enough. Why doesn't he want me? Most men want me. I have the curves. I have the things. I have all this. I'm putting it on display. I'm giving. She literally, I'm telling you, fellas, it's a superpower. Test it if you don't believe me. Tell a woman no. Truly, psychologically, if you truly understand it, this is something that potentially locks you in. What do we say? It's the most important choice, the woman that you're going to have in your life. If you give it away so easily, soon as she's ready for it, or you're begging for it, that says something. If you hold back because you are truly giving her an honor, that you will put your seed inside her, you will lock down and be obligated for life to that woman. That is the highest honor. Not only that, most males, boys, are run by that. And you, sir, have the audacity, the courage, the discipline, the fortitude, the focus, the drive, automatically relaxes, automatically wants to give it to you, automatically can't stop figuring out how. You would be surprised. What they say, pull back one step, they'll draw forward three. Tell her no for sex and see what she won't try and offer up. All the guys out there, how do I get a blowjob? How do I get a hand job? How do I get threesomes? How do I get all these other things? You will bring out the most sexual part of her. Because a man who is sex abundant, a man who has women in his life, multiple women in his life, options in his life, she knows she's got to step up to bring that extra value. Because what do you give the man who has it all? The whole shop, anything and everything you can, simply because you have to bring something of value that he doesn't have. Once she gets out of the sexual realm, then you get even more. Then you get her loyalty. Then you get her dedication. Then you get her full softness, her femininity. She feels safe. She feels protected. She feels the social proof that you are wanted, needed, and desired by other women. She feels that this is abundant. You know what you're doing. She projects her own fantasies of how great it's going to be simply by you being able to say no. Number one, dig discipline. That's your superpower. Number two, fellas, learn your tastes, learn your preferences, learn your strengths, and learn your weaknesses. I say that because, again, we're sticking to the topic of sex. You want to be daddy in the sheets. You need to know what you're doing. And fellas, I want to give you an insight to it. It's more than just crossing the finish line. That's on our side. And I know, especially if you're off in the corn, you're getting that male projected fantasy. That's not sex. That's not the intimate exchange of love. That doesn't bring an actual breathing, more than just a warm body woman into the space. Maybe she likes it rough, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she likes it sensual, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she likes it kinky, maybe she doesn't. But if you don't actually engage with the human being that's there with you, you won't get to experience that. So I say all of that because in order to be with that experience and come at it confidently from a space of abundance, right? Men dropping comments, I appreciate you. You're coming from a space of you want answers. If I can tell you this, right, the quickest way to have exactly what you want, and it's going to be hard to hear, is to get butt naked with your partner. When it comes to sex, dating, relationships, the quickest way to get exactly what you want is leave nothing to hide, nothing to chance, no bravado, no falsities, no bullshit. You got to be yourself, be butt naked. So inside of that, you have to be authentic. You have to be you. You have to be courageous. That means you need to be vulnerable. You need to be at risk. So with that, you have to learn yourself so that you can be comfortable, so that you can be relaxed, so that you can know what you're doing. Learn your tastes, learn your preferences, learn your strengths, and the big kicker, learn your weaknesses and accept them, right? If you don't like eating the cat, don't eat the cat. If you're not too good with your hands and fingers, don't play with that, put it to the side or practice, improve. What I'm saying to all of it is just that. Get your practice, get your reps, get the variety, because again, in the world of abundance, when you've got all kinds of options, you know what you like, you know what you don't like. She can feel that, she can sense that. That is what she wants. Going on to number 3, release the pressure and just flow with the fun. What does that look like? What does that mean? When you've got this fantasy, because your sex education has been corn, you think that you've got to be long and strong, you need to go for an hour and a half every single time, she needs to definitely get off, you need to get off, everybody needs to cross the finish line, and we're going to have a party and pop champagne at the end. That's a lot of pressure. And guess what? Not only is it pressure on you, guys, gentlemen, yes, I absolutely know. Challenges to perform, anxiety, because you're over here with you. This is why I keep talking about this. Release that pressure. Flow with it. Just go with it. Be easy. Because you're giving yourself pressure. You're giving her pressure. That is no fun. What if there's some queef in the mix? What if you fart? What if you get a cramp? What if you're uncomfortable? When you can release the pressure of trying to be Mr. Perfect, Mr. Too Cool, because she's feeling the same thing. I'll tell you this, right? If you really want to understand Daddy in the Sheets, this is really good, right? We're men. We're logical, pragmatic, straightforward, data, information driven. Women are feminine, feeling, emotion. That has nothing to do with logic. That has nothing to do with thinking. And if you want her to enjoy sex with you, you definitely want her out of her head and not thinking. Now the quickest way to get there, the sounds, the sensations. Sex is an animalistic, primitive exchange. Let's just be real. It's messy. It's not clean. It's not pretty. It's not well lit. It's not a presentation or performance. It's an experience for two human beings, maybe more, depending on how you're throwing down. But that's what that is. And if you've got beats and a script and whatever in your head, all this pressure that she behaves this way, you show up that way. Fellas, I hope you can hear this. You are nowhere near the best sex of your life. The best sex of your life, you can't control shit. You don't know if your leg's gonna cramp, your toes is gonna curl. You don't know who's gonna get twirled and swirled and flipped all around. You don't know what you're gonna taste. You don't know what you're gonna smell. You don't know what you're gonna see. Hopefully all good things. But the context to that, you'll never experience any of it if you make it wrong for yourself and make it wrong for her. Guys, I'm talking to the performance. I'm talking to the women that feel like they can't enjoy because they feel the pressure that you feel you've got to be a marathon man, the longest, strongest, biggest guy in the land, all that. Nobody wants that. It's the motion in the ocean. It's the feeling. It's the sensations. It's the connection. That's what's going to have her enjoy it, which is going to have it multiply back onto you. Number 4, always lead it. Always lead it, fellas. Even if, right, you can give her control. You can let her be on top with the instructions. Here's why I say this. No different than in life, when you are in the bedroom, when you're leading it, it gives her less to think about. Remember I said, if you're having her in a thinking space, how do you want it? What do you like? What do you want to do? Have that conversation outside the bedroom. No reason that you can't improve sex with communication. But when you're in the bedroom, when the lights go out, candles, music, incense, whatever you got going, when that's happening, you need to be in control. You need to dominate, be assertive. And I say that because that allows her to relax. That allows her to let go of that pressure we were talking about before and follow your lead, follow your tone, mirror your energy. That's what she wants. If you want to enjoy the most of her, if you want her sexuality to come out and flow, they say this, right? Women make rules for the guy who's not good enough. Break rules for the guy who's all that, MGM status, right? Make the rules. Give her instruction. Oh, you like that? Yeah, you gonna be my little girl tonight? Come on. Whatever you were into, like bring that extra essence because it gives, oh, this is where I fit in. Because otherwise, fellas, I'll give you the secret. Inside her head, am I all this? Is this going to go like this? Is that going to happen like that? Take the lead, fam. You want to have the best sex of your life? Take control of the best sex of your life. I want to try this. I want to see you like this. Now there's ways to say it. And some of those things I just said are the way too. Beyond applying yourself to find out. You can go watch videos and search for it. Apply yourself to get this information, just like you put in the comments to get this video made itself. Apply yourself to be able to communicate. And why I started with that primitive experience is because that is communication, the sounds. What you think she's the only one moaning? Put some groans in there. Let her know how good it feels. Give some exhales, some oohs, some ahs, because you're dropping that ego, dropping that perfection, relaxing, letting it flow, and having fun. Always lead it. You've got to go first, not just cross the finish line first. Do you feel me? Halfway there, number 5. Learn how to create the vibe and an experience, something to feel. You've heard me kind of sprinkle it in there up to this point. Do some lighting. If you ain't got no candles or anything, put a towel over a lamp. Like, you can do certain things. Make sure it doesn't catch fire. But my context, go get you some LEDs or something. It don't really cost that much, but be creative. Lay down some flower petals. Yeah, that's one way. Set a scene. Draw her a bath or a shower to get cleaned up. Lay down some clothes for her. It's an experience, something to walk into. You give her that, it puts in the mood. Give her a greeting like you have never greeted her before, rubbing all up and down her. Make her feel like she's in a romance novel. Give her all that, because she can feel it. She can sense it. She can immediately, oh yeah, she works hard. She's in her masculine, grinding all day. Both of y'all hustling. Times are hard. The kids are bad, whatever. Give her something to feel, giving her experience to walk into, have her come home to you already got the food taken care of, you done cooked something, ordered something, whatever your budget, whatever your situation, and you took care of that. You got a bath running, some incense, smell goods. It sets the tone, it sets the mood. It's an experience that she will want to partake in. Create the vibes, vibration, energy, feeling, frequency, and this is how you work into it. Why am I saying all this stuff that isn't just about the sex itself? Because of number 6, slow all the way down. Gentlemen, brothers, men, we are masculine. We're direct, to the point, assertive. And for us especially, our sexual desire, testosterone, the drive, the release, all of it, we can't help but be intentional with it. And what you need to incorporate inside of your sex god energy, bringing that BDE, Big Daddy energy. You want to be daddy in the sheets. Slow down. I've been talking about all these things all the way back to your dick discipline, because even in your very first opening words, that is the arousal. You want to have a woman in bed in 30 minutes? It's not impossible. It's not that hard. The context is your way of being that gives her the sense, the confidence, the energy, the feeling, the essence. That is all the turn on. It's not just a stimulate here, press this button, twist here, turn there, lick that and do it. No, she's not a device. And when you slow down from how you would want it, female sexuality is waves. Ours, we want to build, build, build. Cool, finish line, got it. Great for you. Waves, intense. Have you ever just ran in there, just pressing buttons, twisting knobs, and it's too much? They get ticklish, squeamish, they actually have to pull back. Not a bad thing, they may laugh it off, but the context is it's too much, too fast, too soon. The stimulation, she wants waves of it to let it back down, and oh, while it was up there, it felt so good, and here it comes again, like waves of it. Brothers, you're controlling all of it. It is all your vibe, your energy, your play, your fun. So when you can take your time, slow down, remember, dick discipline. When you can literally take yourself out of the moment, and this is talking to the brothers with the performance anxiety. This is talking to the brothers that can't last that long. This is talking to the brothers who can't get it up. There's other tools, other ways, other things you can put engage, you feel me? But if you can find the ways to be creative, if you can apply yourself in these ways, picking up the vibe, all of it is the turn on. All of it is the waves. Maybe she walks in the door, dropping some kisses on her. Put your bags down, take your clothes off. Food's on the table. Let's go eat. Candles in the bathtub. Smack her on the ass. Maybe a little rub and tug and getting things, a preview kind of thing. All the way. Every step of the way. All of these are waves. You can begin seducing her. This is how you seduce a woman from hello, whether she's your woman or not. Whatever level of game you're at, fellas, I'm giving you the breakdown to it. If you want to be daddy in the sheets, these are the tools. Lucky number 7, foreplay, fellas. Not only that pressure to perform and get her across the finish line, taking it in waves, because then it's guaranteed that you're in foreplay. Your words are foreplay. Do you know that the same text message saying good morning, beautiful, can be a quick little blurb about how bad you want to and what you want to make her feel? Because those words talk to her. That's foreplay. That kiss I said when she gets home, that food, All of those things. And I'm sure, well, if you know, you know, women will tell you, oh, that is so sexy. The way you took care of them kids, because what it gave her was closer and closer to, oh, I can relax. Oh, that was easy. Oh, he's already taken care of. You know what? I want to give him something. And it's not a context of in order to. That's when you end up appeasing, supplicating, doing what she, no. This is your game. Remember, lead it. Daddy's instructions. You're going to be my bad girl tonight. And I'm going to make sure that there's nothing else on your plate. I'm going to make sure there's nothing to think about. I'm going to put the outfit that I want to see you in because you know I love that color. And I love the way that hugs that, grabs that. Well, I smack that. All of it. You're leading it. You see all these pieces adding together to give her your experience. This is how you become daddy in the sheets. Number 8, learn a woman's body. And if you've got a partner, learn your woman's body. Learning a woman is the generality. You have to do that, fellas. Don't go in there blind. There's too much information. There's too much you can Google. You can YouTube. You're already on YouTube. Just go ahead and Google some of this. Hopefully, YouTube actually puts a couple of things in the playlist. But the context is there's too much information out there to be blind and ignorant to the anatomy of a woman, how to please a woman, how to at least be in the ballpark in the neighborhood. Add it to that when you can relax, release the pressure, have some open, honest, butt-naked, vulnerable communication. Hello, all 10 of them. All these steps are going to stack. But when you can have a conversation, you can actually build with your sexual partner. And it doesn't have to be already your woman. This can be a one-night stand. This can be somebody you just met. So what are you into? What are your kinks? Remember what I said before, dick discipline? Type of man that can talk about this right out the gates. Not, oh, I can't wait to do this to you. We're going to have so much fun. I know you're going to like. No. But damn, if you've had partners, if you've had women, if you know women are sexual beings too, if you know she wants to be seduced, she wants to enjoy, she wants to be ravished, she wants all those things, you can talk about it casually because it's no big deal, because there's no judgment. There's no, you're that type of woman. Now, maybe she is, and maybe you'll have that feeling, but that won't stop you from having the experience. Now, again, discipline. Why would you be doing that? But hey, no judgment. Wherever you are in your season, your journey, go ahead and do that. I'm just trying to show you how to have what you want. Learn a woman's body. And yeah, that is honestly number 9 as well. Learn your woman's body. If you have a partner on a repeated basis, you're getting past all the game for it. Now you can just straight out talk about it. What did you enjoy? What did you like? What did you not like? What could we do better? Getting the community, people who talk about sex more have better sex. It's just the facts. So if you get to the space where you have no problems talking freely, you have no problem showing vulnerability, you have no problem not taking her instruction, finding out what she likes, learning her preferences, because then she'll be more open to explore. Then you can know the threshold, the edge, and how to push it. If you want to break into something new you haven't tried before, you have to ease your way into it. In order to ease your way into it, you have to know what is too far. Because if you're easing into it is 5 steps too far, she's already terrified, does not feel safe, and is starting to throw up her walls and protect herself. So you're already shutting yourself down. But if you approach it from open, honest, understanding, communication, you can actually have some fun with it. This last one is one that a lot of guys are definitely not aware of and don't tune into. Aftercare, fellas. That is a thing. If you want them to come back, if you want them to enjoy, quickest way to make sure it is a one and done interaction, treat her like a toy, an object, a professional. Handle your business, wipe your forehead, get up, walk away, hop in the shower. If you care about her, if you connected with her in any way, shape, or form, if it was what it was, then hey, get down to business, keep moving. I'm not saying everybody needs to be Mia Moore and your lover and you're wrapped up and cuddling afterwards. And aftercare is a thing. Check in. Did you get enough? If you know performance, lasting, crossing the finish line, all these things are taken into consideration. That is what a woman considers a good lover. So the context of aftercare, yeah, maybe she does need some connection, some affection, some softness, some sensuality, letting her know that she was more than just a warm bag of meat for you. Yeah, aftercare. Give her that. Royal treatment, white gloves approach. Again, this is the highest exchange of love. Be big and bad as you want to. Your inner child is looking to be loved, looking to be accepted. That is what sex gives you. That is that exchange of love. If she's giving you that access to her on any level, first night, one night stand, whatever the case, hook up, fuck buddy, friends with benefits, doesn't matter. Throw in some aftercare, a little bit of warmth, a little bit of customer service, if you will. That'll have you in repeat business.